Hey, what's up, my true seekers? How are you guys doing? Let me make sure that the mic is good before I come on. Yes, the mic is good. Sounds good and loud. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing great today. I don't know, for some reason today, it just looked like a Sunday. Just about every day. You could tell when the holidays are around the corner because it's just with these holidays. But I hope you guys be safe and enjoy yourself with your families, and stuff like that. But yes, guys, as you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and talk about something that I really never even watched. Maybe I'm not going to tell you no lie. Maybe the first season I had watched Bell Collective, and after that, I just couldn't. Now I realize why I couldn't, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know exactly what's going on. But guys, talk about trauma bond, and I'm talking about myself because this is a lot. So I'm on right now, so I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm still on season two, part one of the reunion, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. Like I say, when it comes to these reality shows, guys, we all can relate to them. Every last one of us, we can take a piece out of it. And now I see why, that I had a hard time watching Bell Collective because, I pretty much saw myself in it. And I don't know, guys, if you are new to my channel, I talked about it, but not as much went into details, especially, you know, of me having a little small business, and I think that's the reason why it was so hard for me to, really watch that show Bell Collective, especially when I saw Marie when she had a home health, well, she still have a home health and also had, a home health as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna talk about it. And I was trying to get my daughter, I was trying to get her to come on so, she and I can talk about it together. Maybe, I probably need her for emotional support because this right here, guys, this right here is a lot. So before I get into my commentary, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content or however you feel led, because you know how it is when it comes to this channel right here. You guys, you think that people got to go ahead and dance by your music or whatever. If you don't like a person, then all that other stuff, but it is what it is. So before I get into Bell Collective, which I'm also going to talk about a little bit about love and marriage in Huntsville, all this stuff that is going on with the last episode that we had watched when it came to those two drama queens, Melody hosts, and stuff like that. We're gonna head and talk about that as well. But I want to go ahead and show you this right here. I was reading before I get into my commentary, guys. I was reading on Tasha K's community post where she went ahead and she had dropped this right here on a community post where she was talking about Kiki Palmer, how, she pretty much, and I'm gonna say allegedly, how, the way that it was circling all on social media, as, she was like a victim. And like I say, I don't know really what's going on because we looking from the outside in. But Tasha K, has said that it wasn't the way that it was put out in the media. And that's why I say, guys, we got to stop sitting there, rush to judge and try to crucify and put our foot on, the man as aggressive. And I know men can be aggressive and they could do a lot of stuff, but also, especially these days right here, we as women, I could say as myself, we does a lot of things as well. And the thing about it is that, it's just got to stop. But let me go ahead and read this right quick. Where Tasha K had put this right here on a community tab. Go ahead and check it out. But it says that in my line of work, the customer is always right. I guess she took that page from Walmart, So if you need to unfollow, go right ahead. Hopefully, I will have a chance to earn back your business. However, in the meantime, I'm not condemning a black man just because the public saw pictures from a video. Where is the damn video? So I guess she probably say, where's the video, because she put a question mark. But we won't even see it because some black woman and white woman are held bent on punishing that all men ain't crap, even when we as a woman are wrong. That's why we are labeled as black angry and Karens. She ap- she apologized to the man for hitting him in private. So I guess Toshike was saying that Kiki Palmer, she went ahead and she apologized to her boyfriend, the one that she had a child with, for hitting him in private, but allowed the public to slander him. But she didn't go ahead and clear it up, to the social media, and that's why they went ahead and they ran with that story. He wasn't charged for hitting her or the baby. His only crime was being black, broke, and valuing his worth. Hashtag Kiki Palmer, representing majority of beautiful black, vengeful, low self-esteem women that I don't agree with and that I wasn't raised by. I have a black son. And like I said, they say, we want to say a lot of stuff when it comes to Tasha K, but one thing about it, you got to give it to her. She's gonna call it as it is. So let me go ahead and read some of the comments right here where it says, someone says, as a black woman, I have so much love and respect for Tasha for this. You have no idea. And for this reason, a YouTuber put the still pictures she released together in order. Then she went ahead and time stamp it and played them like a picture book. And it's very clear that Darius did not put his hands on her. They were tussling over a phone. And once he got it, he walked away while Kiki was launching herself over the couch to chase him. This we call her name manipulative, the public at large, simply because of our man bad, women good bias. And that's, like I say, that's absolutely true, especially when it came to, all that Me Too movement. It's like our women is just like we just went haywire. And like I say, this got to stop because, like I said, we got to be able to have each other back. And it's just done got out of hand. A lot of stuff that is going on right now has gotten out of hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick a pin in that for now. I'm gonna try to see if I can go ahead and stay on at least an hour. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and unbiased. So let me see if I can go ahead and pull this up right here. Because like I said, this I am very new to this right here, to this show. And when it comes to some of the names, guys, like I said, I'm just watching it. I just started watching, I think it was this week right here. So like I said, when it comes to these reality shows, it's up to us, guys. We have to know exactly how to separate the show from these people' personal life. And I know that when it comes to these reality shows, a lot of stuff, it's not script. And I'm gonna say some of it is, which I'm gonna say allegedly, where I had heard one of the I don't know which show it was, where they say that they'll tell the people what location to go, and I guess they'll just go ahead and tell them, set the scene, and then they just go from there. So pretty much that's what it's all about. But I mean, getting back to the show, I'm gonna go ahead, let me take that off and for now, and put this back on. Let me see if I can pull it up, guys, bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? So I don't know why this is this like this is. I don't know. I don't know why that's in front of it. I don't know how to take it out where it says views. Let me see. So I don't know what I'm doing, guys. But yeah, getting back to Bell Collective. I am not gonna tell you no lie. I kinda enjoyed the show. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. For some reason, my live is acting up. Let me try to see if I can get this straight before I can continue. I don't know why it's doing that. What's going on? I'm gonna talk about that later. But let me see what's going on because for some reason, I don't know, something is not I mean, it always happen every time I come on live. I rebuke that right now. Let me see. Some just don't want me to talk about this. But yeah, I was trying to get my daughter to come on. Let me make sure I get everything straight. But she did not want to come on because she's not really into all this stuff right here. But let me see if I can guys, for some reason, I mean my screen is it may not look like it on you guys end, but for on my end, it's just look all messed up. Trying to see if I can go ahead and straighten it out. Let me see. Okay, okay, it's getting all right. Let me see if I can put this right here. I don't know. For some reason, it's just showing so small. I don't know why. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave well enough alone. Maybe later on I probably can get it right. But yeah, let me go ahead and talk about it. We're gonna talk about Bell Collective. Now, when it comes to what I have watched so far, I'm gonna just most likely be all over the place, but it's black small businesses coming together and trying to help the community. And from what I had seen, of and like I said, I'm on season 2. Nothing is new, especially when it comes to small businesses. And I don't know if you guys, have a business, but all the stuff that you saw how they was acting, you know, it's not new, and to me, I say, look, after I had to go ahead and make a set up appointment for my therapist because guys, this right here, this is a lot. And I want to go ahead and talk about Marie. Marie, like I said, I could take a page from her as well. Marie, she went ahead and she's setting up a lot of home health clinics, and I can relate to that because you guys know some of the stories that I was telling you that I also had, a home health as well. And the thing about it is, guys, that is very big because they give you so many it's like so many different regions you can go to and you can just open up business after business after businesses. And the thing that I like about when it comes to Marie, Marie had she have a very good partner, a coworker, Esther. Her name Esther. I might be pronouncing her name wrong. Essie, but she has a very good strong backbone, someone that's helping her to grow that business. And that is very, very good. I wish I had someone, when I was, in the business with the home health, someone that I knew that was close to my heart. Because when you have a business, you have to make sure that you got people, that not trying to sit there and get what you got, but people wants to see you grow because they know when you grow, they going to grow as well. Like I said, not everybody is meant to lead. Some people, they can do more work behind, the scene. And when I saw these two together with the home health and, how they are working together, I mean, it just brought so much joy to me. It also, you know, it brought a lot of made me, it pulled up some stuff that I am still dealing with today. And like I say, when it comes to this show, I'm not too familiar with it because I'm just now start watching the show because I had to really get myself worked up in order to watch that show. But what really had hurted me the very first season when I think it was her name is Letitia. Let me make sure I got her name right. Her name is Latricia. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, hold on one second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me make sure I get the names right. So, guys, if you want to go ahead and leave comments or however you feel led, make sure you go ahead right away, you know. But yes, her name was, I think it's yeah, not Letitia. I think it was Latrice. I don't have a name down. Yeah, her name. I think the girl's name is Latrice. Well, Latrice, yes. So when she and it was another one, I think she was a dentist. I can't think what her name is, but when they had all teamed up with the white lady to go ahead and dig up some dirt on Marie, you know, especially when it comes to her business. I mean, right there, I understand why I had stopped watching that show because what they are doing to her, at least what they was trying to do to her, I went through the same thing that, she is talking about on the show because especially when people, when you dealing with Medicaid and you dealing with all this government stuff, it's cursed money from the start. No doubt about it. Dealing with the government money, it's like cursed money, and especially when you start from the bottom, and from being from a little small town, and people, they looking at your glory but they don't know your story, and people, they are very envious and they very jealous, because they feel, and that's how it was when, with my business, they feel that they have the degree, they much polish, and but like I used to tell them, I say, you have a degree and you feel that you know more than what I know, but why are you working for me? Why are you setting in my business? Why you didn't establish your own business? And that's how it was when I saw when it came to Marie. And I like the part where Letitia, and I might be pronouncing the name wrong. That's why I wanted to make sure I don't know, for some reason I can't make the screen big. I don't know what's going on. On my end it's very small. Let me see if I can try to make it big. For some reason I can't make it big. But yeah, Latrice, that's the one was with not Latrice. Letitia, yeah, Letitia. I like how she she had stopped all this stuff that was going on, especially, how when it came to this new one that came on, what's the name? Akeisha, when she had came on and how she had told Tamara, about, which it wasn't the word that she had used, but pretty much that, it was ugly people that was presenting their community. And I like the way that Letitia went ahead and stopped it in the bud, because see, people feel that you have to have a certain look in order for you to go ahead and represent your your community, or at least do something. But the thing about it is that what they'll try to do is they'll go ahead and they'll tear you down. And I was thinking when it came to Timber, when Tamara, she really was trying to tell Letitia and Marie, and I might be pronouncing these people names wrong, Letitia and Marie, to watch out for Akeisha, because she pretty much, she didn't come out and say it wasn't good for the group, but sometimes people can see what you cannot see. And when Akeisha had came on. Let me make sure I got these names right, guys, because I could be butchering up some names. Let me see if I got this right. Hold on, because I did write some names down. Because if not, I'm gonna be butchering up these names. Because I'm not really. This is my second season. I'm on right now when it comes to this show. But I think her name is Akeisha. I could have sworn I wrote it down, but I don't see where I wrote it down at. Yeah, Akeisha. Akeisha, she came in, she reminded me of the ones that was working in my business. They came in, feel that they are more educated, they are more polished, they know exactly what they was doing. But like I said, Akeisha, and I might be pronouncing her name wrong. I'm gonna get it right. Not today, but I'm gonna get it right one day, okay? He reminds me, just like I said, she reminds me of the ones that was working in my business. You don't want to do anything until you see somebody else. And I don't know, maybe, because like I said, I'm still, I got a lot of ways to go. But you have to be careful, especially when you let any and everybody else, especially run with your vision. Because when Akeisha was, she was breaking the grounds, even the consummate, they was out there at that site. Why they didn't let Letitia come out there, so they could do it all together? It's like now she wants to take the ball and she wants to go ahead and she wants to run with it. And I mean, like I said, especially when it comes to our people, it's like our people just, it's just do too much. Because even though this right here, this is a reality show, but we all can take something out of this, and like I said, especially when it comes to small businesses and Black businesses, it's not too many out there. I mean, we own maybe, right here in the United States, maybe 1% out of 99 businesses of other minorities, other people out there. But when it comes to Black people, we only own just maybe a 1%. And the little 1% of businesses that we own, we try to tear each other down. And that's the part that I do not understand. It's really hurts me, especially when you have small businesses, just say for like hair business, because what's the name? The other one, Latrice, she has a hair business. And Latrice, she reminds me, like I said, I could take a little piece out of her. She reminds me of myself as well, especially when it comes to her husband, because, her husband is, much older than her. And I've been through all that. My husband is way older than me. So, you know, she's not a very, very happy person because, you can have all the money, you can have everything just laid out, the house, the cars, but inside, it's like, you know, you with someone that is pulling strings, telling you when to move, and people, they don't take your business serious or something like that, so but those type of people, what they do is they hurt other people. You coming out and you looking, yeah, you look the part, but inside, you bawling your eyes out. You can't tell me, she's not inside bawling her eyes out. And like I say, guys, I only can go by of what I saw on this reality show. This right here is my opinion, but we want that life. We want to make sure that we are taken care of. And soon a minute, we start sitting there trying to do for ourselves. And especially when you got men, that's so used to taking care of you, especially long as you home, and when they come home you there. But the minute when you start doing your own thing, and it's like you can't really reach your potential. And you could see right there, all the stuff that she's doing, all that extra stuff she's doing. She's not a very, very happy person. And you could see all through that. But like I said, when it comes to all the stuff with these reality shows, we all can learn from it, and if I was a bitter person, I would be on the bandwagon with Melody, because like I said, I could take a piece of what Melody been through, and look how Letitia, and I'm not talking about Letitia on Love and Marriage and Huntsville. I'm talking about Letitia on Belle Collective, how, she's sitting there trying to, get her business off the ground, and her husband is acting up, it never fails, and the thing about it is that they think that these women, they want you because, maybe you have a business and you is look like you doing good, but no, they don't want you. They want what you have. And the thing about it is that when it came to Letitia's husband, how he was out there, sitting there saying he's going to do right, but still he's out there, he's cheating and he's messing up everything. And soon in a minute, when, she's trying to go ahead and tell him, just go ahead and leave. And then he wants to sit there. He wants to stalk her. And not only that, I don't know that part because I'm going to watch that maybe tomorrow where Carlos King went ahead and, he did a paternity test to see if the baby, is for him, a DNA test. So I want to see how that's going to work. But like I said, guys, when all this stuff right here, to me, it's real life. We all been through stuff like that. We all can take a piece out of all this stuff right here, but it all depends, how you gonna go ahead and go about it. Now when it comes to this other couple, I think they came on season 2. I think they are the new couples. At first I didn't like them, So Gucci, I didn't like her, but as I was watching and her and her husband and how they get along and having fun, I think they are, like, was much needed to come on that first I didn't like it because how she was talking about Letitia and Marie, but I really can relate to Marie as well because like I said, Marie, she doing it from the ground up, and she's putting a stamp on her community. And when they were saying to go ahead and let it go, when Latrice went ahead and calling, well, she wasn't calling, but getting into with all the bloggers, to go after Marie's business. You can't let that go because first of all, once you open up those can of worms, when you dealing with, like I said, the government money, Medicaid and all this other stuff, and like I said, earlier, that's like cursed money. Once you open that door and these people start coming in and they are investigating you and auditing you, these people is not going to let up. They are not going to let up. And that's why, I thought at first when she said she was going to go ahead and leave that show, I thought that, she was going to go ahead and leave because all the stuff that she's doing for her community and all the different, types of programs and policies that she's writing and put in places, you know, I wouldn't come on that show. That right there, like I said, I wouldn't come on that show because you dealing with, government money and these people, like I say, once they come in and they are not finding something, they're going to try to sit there and make up something. So it's best for her to go ahead and depart from that show. But so far from what I have seen, I pretty much like it. I like Tamara. I really like Tamara. I don't know why they down her throat, because like I said, she saw something maybe Letitia and Marie didn't see. So I talked about that for like 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about something that I really know of, and that's Love and Marriage in Huntsville, which, guys, I promise you, me and these reality shows does not make it because to me it's like a energy drainer. But the thing about it is that that is where our people at. But we're gonna talk a little bit more about Melody and Martell because I was getting some comments and I was inviting you guys. If you want to talk about it, you're welcome to come on. The floor is open, guys. You can we can go ahead and talk about it because I don't know what show that these people are watching. It's like they are watching two different shows. And the thing about it is that when Melody had came in that house when it was on the trip she already had said set the rules. She already said, that she did not want it no one to pair her up with Martell. So to me, it's like Melody, she only can set the rules. If she wants to go ahead and talk about it. If you're saying that you don't want people to talk about you and Martell, then why are you bringing it up? So if you are bringing it up, it means that, you're trying to go ahead and start something. And a lot of people, they don't understand, saying, oh, she could talk about it as much as she want. But like I said, you have to realize that, the more that you talk about all this stuff, the more that it's going to go ahead and eat you up. And as you can see, that's exactly what's happening. That's why, people are, set most of them is trauma bond. Like I said, some people probably say all the stuff that I went through in my personal life. Why I'm not trying jumping on a bandwagon with Melody. Because like I say, you live and you learn, you let go. You just can't keep harboring on that, because if you do, it's just going to go ahead and eat you up. So that's why I say, when it comes to Melody, I don't think that some of these reality shows are these people, especially when 101 people that's in your ears, telling you all this different stuff and all these confusion. So, if you coming from a very bad, toxic relationship, a reality show is not going to help. If anything, it's just going to put salt on the wound. So if anything, for Melanie, in order for her to start moving on, she got to get therapy. She got to, she got to, and maybe, she probably receiving it, but by you on getting therapy and you on this reality show, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all, especially when you got people out there that really is invested, when it comes to these reality shows. People take it so personal. Like I say, if anybody could take these reality shows personally, it should be me, because I can learn from every last one of them, of what not to do, because I've been through all the stuff that, they went through. But I'm just saying, and I understand, because I saw one of my friend, she had came on, and when she had said that, it got a lot of people that's in a relationship, that's married, that they never had the big O, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if I never had a big O with my husband after 13 or 14 years I've been in a relationship, then why she didn't say, now maybe next week she might say it, because you know how they are when it comes to all that editing, maybe she might just say it. But did they go to a therapist? Did they talk to someone? Did they go to a doctor? Why you talking about it like, oh, he's never pleased me, and like you just sitting there just continue slinging mud. That's exactly how I see it, because that stuff right there, to me, it shouldn't have never been brought up. Because if you said that you ready to move on, you went ahead and you changed your last name, it's time for you to, as you say, put yourself into national men and all this other stuff, then why are you keep talking about Martell? As you can see, Martell, he was not worrying about Melody, because what he did, they show him around by 2 or 3 o'clock, he was trying to sneak somebody in that house. So the only one that really, have never moved on, and that was Melody. And that's all I'm saying, guys, just like I said, let me know. Because it's like we all watching two different shows, and I'm not going to tell you that I have it all together. No, I don't have it all together. I don't have all the answers, but we have a right to agree to disagree. But I'm the type of person, if you've been divorced for almost 3 to 4 years, you know, why are you keep harping on it? Only thing that these people should talk about when they come on, and that's the children. If it's nothing that's dealing with the children, then they shouldn't even sit there and try to sit there, and put their mouths on each other. That's exactly how I look at it. So guys, just let me know what your thoughts about it. But I just wanted to go ahead and talk about that a little bit. I had told someone that I was going to go ahead and open up. If they had something to say, they want to talk about it, feel free to come on. But because this, like I said, this is how where our people at. Our people is smack dab when it comes to these reality shows. So what to do? Meet them where they are. So that's how I see it. But I'm pretty much done. I want to just talk a little bit about Bell Collective and also Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Those are two shows that I watched so far. Trust me, I don't think that I couldn't watch anymore because they all pretty much plays out the same. It's time for us to stop it. Stop sitting there and trying to beat up on each other. And kudos to Carlos King because like I said, that's where our people at. They watching and he's giving us what we like. So it is what it is. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I am through with this right here. I just want to talk a little bit about Bell Collective. I thought my daughter was gonna come on because she said she was gonna come on because we was gonna talk more about it. And also I had opened it up. I thought someone else was gonna come on as well. But when it comes to these reality shows, guys, like I sit there and say, I know that some of the stuff it hits deep, it hits deep to me, especially when you are going through, bad relationships and you seen it playing out on TV. And that stuff right there, it triggers, and I'll be telling you a lie if it doesn't trigger, especially when it comes to me, when it, with the small businesses, trying to help our people, helping our community. And it's like, we can't seems to get it right. It's like a generation of curse. That's exactly how I look at it. It's like crabs in a barrel, not knowing that when the, I'm blessed, you are blessed as well. Everybody, it's like I said, can't be chief. Some people, they just, have to just sit there and do it from, behind. But that does not mean that you're going to be left behind. And also, I want to go ahead and say this because I usually stay on at least about an hour. I don't know why I just don't just make pre-videos, but for some reason when I make pre-videos, it's like I end up editing it, and before you look at it, I don't have nothing to go ahead and upload. But let me say this part right here. This came to mind when it came to Marie, how now she's left to take care her grandson because his mom, she had something had happened with the car shooting and stuff like that. And that's pretty much, that's how it usually unfold. It's and when it comes to her son, I like the part where she has said, she wanted her son to go ahead and, get his education and to stay in school. And look like now when it comes to her son, I guess he saw how he was looking because when they first came on, it's like he was ungrateful. And I say, oh my God, I can relate to that as well, especially when you spoil these kids, give them everything that they want, and it's like they don't appreciate it, how Marie's son was hitting the walls and disrespecting her. And the thing about it is that he had not one, but he had two or maybe three kids, and he most likely was under 20 years old. And his mom got to take care of his mistakes, but yet he wanted to talk all types, of crap in her house. I say, oh my God. I say, I just couldn't believe it. Thank God that my children, my baby boy, he don't have no children, but I'm just saying how it is when it comes to these kids, how you can give them everything that you can, and they still feel like they ungrateful. But I like how, she still, she's taking care of him long as he's in school. Now he did say that, he had got out of school and, to help, and also he was doing homeschooling. But no, get your butt back in school. But I liked that part right there. So if I could think of something else to go ahead and talk about when it comes to Bell Collective, because I'm gonna go ahead and watch it out. And I wish I would have went ahead and did Love and Marriage the same way. Don't watch the show until maybe 4 or 5 seasons, and then catch up where I could just keep watching it over and over and over. I don't have to wait until, next week, to see what's going to happen. I could just go ahead and watch it. But like I said, when it comes to Bell Collective, like I said, we all can learn. It's a lesson learned, especially when it comes to businesses, guys, because I want to see my people come up because, like I said, we the head, we not the tails, and the only way that we could come up, we have to start supporting each other. We got to stop all that jealousy. That's what stops all our blessings. That green-eyed mouse of jealousy. And guys, I talk about that all the time. We got to, if we can break that generational curse, that jealousy, I promise you, we can build right in our community. I mean, we could sit there and stop all these businesses because, like I say, all these businesses that's out there that we don't own, they got, trust me, they make all that stuff with us in mind. Look at the Koreans, how they sell hell weave, making almost 2 point something billion dollars a year in hair weave. It's something that they don't use, but they make it with us in mind. Just think about all that money can be in our pocket. Look how Latrice, she capitalized on it. Well, she's doing pretty good. She's doing good with it. But the only way that we're going to be able to sit there and grow when it comes to our business, we got to stop being jealous because I promise you, it does not take much at all. Some people probably say, what are you talking about? It don't take nothing but $75. Do you hear me? $75 and a vision. That's all it takes to go ahead and start the business. Get the business in your name. And if you got a vision, if you talent or whatever you like, just go ahead and start that business. Even if you got to go ahead and start that business right in your home. I started my business right there in my home. My first salon I started right there in my home. Thank God that when I purchased a house, I had another part of a what you call that, little a little she shed or whatever you guys call it. I was doing hair out of that, just like Destiny on, not Destiny, what's her name? Stormy. I started my home, not my home health. I started my hair shop right in the back of my house, and that's how I was able to grow my business. And from there, from my home health and everything else. And the thing about it, our own people, instead of they celebrating you, they there trying to shake you off your ladder. But our people just got to stop that. Guys, don't you know? I mean, we can rule the world because everything that they make, I promise you, everything that they make it with you in mind. But just think about if we can capitalize on all that stuff. I mean, I might not can do what you can do, but like I said, the arms cannot do what the feet can do. The eyes cannot do what the ears can do, but they all attach to one body. Just think about it. If we will come together on one accord and start building. And I'm telling you guys, it's not hard. All you have to do is just come up with a vision. But when you see these reality shows and how we fight and how we tearing down, that is real life. I'm telling you. That's why it took me so long to watch that show. It took me so long to watch that show because soon the minute, just like I was telling my daughter, to come on, because we was gonna go ahead and talk about, but soon in a minute when I saw Marie, how they was trying to tear down her business, how they was sitting there finding papers, her personal papers, and giving it to Carlos King, that the state was sitting there investigating her business. I mean, right there, guys, I say, "Oh my god, why we keep doing this?" Right there, it, like, is traumatized me. I shoulda went and put on my title, how, these reality shows, But this is real life. This is real life, guys. We just got to stop it. I promise you. We just got to stop tearing down each other, and we got to start supporting each other. And was Marie wrong when she went in and she talked about Latrice's business? Yes, she was wrong because, like I said, you cutting down another sister. But like I say, this right here, this is real life issues. And if I was Marie, if I got a home health and my home health is doing as good as she's saying it is, how she's writing policies and opening up business after businesses. Look at her mom. Her mom is on drugs and how she wrote a policy, to help her mom. That was great. That was awesome. And I understand, she probably saying, that people it's not giving her the credit, that, she really deserved, but people are not. People are not because waiting for you to slip so they could sit there and find something to sit there and tear you down. And the thing about it is that it's be our own people. Why? Why? And a lot of people was telling me, why you waste your energy talking about these reality shows? Why you don't elevate yourself to something else? Because I can take all this foolish stuff to conform the wise, and that's exactly what it is. This is real life issues. This is where our people at. And like I said, when it comes to Carlos King, look, you're doing a great job because you really sitting there, you pulling out the stuff that is really going on in the Black community. At first, I didn't see it. I was saying, why, Carlos King, keep coming out with these same type of reality shows. And I'm thinking that now that it's on a Black network, that we could be able to tell our story in a positive light. But I'm looking at it right now. What he's showing right now is what's really going on, what's really happening, how we tearing down each other, how we are jealous of one another, how we don't like to support one another, how we wants to sit there and hand our sister and our brother over to the the power that be on a silver platter. So all that stuff right there, that is real life. And I understand, how some of these people when they get hard for favorite one, especially with all the stuff that happened with Melody and Martell and how people ride hard. But like I said there and say, they only showing you what they have been through, but we don't have to take it so personally. But that's just to show you, when it comes to our people, people, like I said, we have been traumatized. I mean, if anything, they should be hurry up writing the checks to give us some reparation because we've been through a lot. I mean, we're dealing with a lot of mental issues right in the Black community. It's the part that I don't understand. Why are we helping these do their job? Why don't we try to tear down each other? We sitting there going and to Congress and voting these people out. They're not doing their job because these people are building all these private prisons on every corners instead of building schools and hospitals and stuff that's going to uplift our people because we've been through so much. We've been through so much. And just to see how it's all playing out, just how it's all playing out, guys. Like I said, nothing is under the sun. And our people hear stuff like this because our people love drama. I just wish that everybody can see the way that I see it. I wish that everybody can see it the way that I see it. How you sit there and you can learn from all the stuff that is going through. Because like I said, when it comes to the cheating, we could take a piece of that. When it comes to small businesses, we could take a piece of that. All that gossiping, That's all we got to offer? Like I said, old master don't have to do anything. All he have to do is sit back under his tree, drink his lemonade, cock his legs, and just laugh at us. Guys, we are damn people. We are damn people. And I promise you, I was asking myself, I say, should I continue watching now, like I'm gonna continue watching because I want to see how it's going to play out, which I already know how it's going to play out. Because we would tear each other up for just the love of money. And that's just how with what's her name? Latrice and her husband. He was saying, how much money you want? I want more. I want more. I want more. Always be miserable because you cannot sit there and build a solid foundation off of material possession. It's like building a house on sinking sand. The more money you get, the more problems. I remember people was, say, oh, I want her life. You don't know what I'm going through inside. You looking at my glory, but you don't know the story. You don't know what it took to get where I'm at. And you could see, you don't see no joy when it comes to Latrice. Look in her eyes. Her eyes are very sad. Even come out dressed from head to toe and with that big on her face. But inside, I mean, she's just grieving, crying her eyes out because she basing all her happiness off of the love of money. The love of money. I remember someone say, would you go back into home health? No, I wouldn't. If they pay me, I wouldn't go back. Now, I would help somebody else to start the business, but I would never go back into it because when you dealing, especially, with government money, and like I said, that's cursed money. But when you see, especially when you are in a small town and people, they already at the bottom, just like they say, they see you flying high, and what's the first thing they try to do? They'll try to clip wings. And before you know it, you are in the lion's den. I mean, like I said, I've been through all that. I've been through hell and back. But it's time for us to sit there and start working together. Because, like I said, this right here is what I call it. This is the end times. Either you got it or you don't. But some of us just going to be left behind. That's just how it is with this guy, Jonathan Mars. People, that's his problems. He knew the consequences. He knew what's going to happen. Even though a sister, probably would have done him the same thing. But the thing about it is that the sister is not going to sit there and do half of the stuff or get away with half of the stuff that these other ones are getting away with. So I'd rather just sit there and say, well, look, I'm going to support my own community. I'm going to see my own people grow. Because I promise you, if something would have happened to him, to Dale tomorrow, and I'm talking about, just like Kobe Bryant, we couldn't even talk about him without our own people wanting to sit there and try to cancel you. But now they see it. These people, it's not going to pour back into your community. It's like these people are assigned to come into your life and make life a living hell. And if forbid something happened to you, trust me, that money is not going to go into the white community. All this stuff, like I say, this stuff is already planned. That's why when they go in front of the judge and they crying, some of them don't even have to cry. The judge going to throw the book at whoever got the most money, most likely the black man. And before you know it, they going to there and they going to support the community. It else. Look at Kim Kardashian. Kardashian, they stayed running after black men. But now they really don't need them because they got everything that they wanted now out of them. But how long, guys, we going to allow other people to step on our back in order for them to rise? How long we gonna sit there and keep fighting with each other, when we start coming together in businesses? Don't you know they never wanted to see us to have businesses? Back then, in the Jim Crow era, the minute when our people would start owning businesses, they would set it on fire. We think that we shouldn't have businesses. We should always be consumers. We should always be the ones that's spending money, not the ones that's getting money. So when are we going to break that generational curse? Because I know that we can make it because we are very intelligent people. We know where the money wells at. We have streams of incomes, but we give it back to the power that be. The minute when we sit there and we get our check, what we want to do? We want to give it right back to them, and that's the way that the system is designed. But what if we sit there and we stop supporting these people for 1 month? I promise you, that whole system going to collapse. I promise you that. But you see, like I said, it's up to us. But it's up to us. It's up to us to say enough is enough. Until we sit there and we start coming together on one accord and start building right in our own community, our schools, banks, everything that we need. Because we are the one that keeping this system up to date. Without us, I promise you it's going to collapse. And that's real talk, guys. So I'm trying to stay on my little hour. I got 3 more minutes, and after that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. But like I said, when it comes to these reality shows, I can take it and the foolishness, and I could turn it into, like I said, because that's exactly where our people right there, smack dab in the middle of it. But we all can take a piece of it. We all can take a piece of it. So, guys, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. You all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. Good night.